Hi, this is Suzanne Clegg of SpiritGate.com, and today, I'm an acupuncturist and a registered dietitian, and used to be senior faculty at the Acutonics Institute of Sound Healing, or Integrative Medicine. It was a while ago. And anyway, I'm an herbalist. In the last 10 years, I've specialized in cancer care. And on today's video, I'd like to talk about a common misconception I think people have about emotional healing in cancer. And I think it's the polarity that people experience with it. It's like they make it all too important, or they make it not important at all. So the people that, the camp that, the part of us that might want to make it too important, think that if we just get to that emotional cause, cancer will be cured. And on the other side is those that say that emotions are not important. It's clearly a physical ailment. Like, whatever emotions happen. Like, let's get real. Let's just do what we need to do to get rid of this thing. And I think both of those are not accurate, and therefore not as helpful as what I have learned. And what I've learned is that there's a middle way. There is a way right in the middle that that works better. So if you're in the camp of those that say, oh, if I just get to the cause, I feel that's a little bit like blaming yourself as a victim. And paradoxically, it cannot be empowering as you would like it to be. You'd think if you forgave enough and healed sadness enough and got back to understanding and why things were the way they were, that the level of peace and wisdom would somehow permeate your soul and then permeate your body, and the cancer would disappear. And that actually has happened some of the time. Just like nutrition, people can suddenly eat something and it will actually cure their cancer. But in most cases, I feel that that deep emotional healing happens as a result of a spiritual healing, frankly. Not necessarily a religious one, but something beyond duality, beyond emotions, beyond our imagination. There's something that happens in that realm that kind of comes into the astral or the psychological realm, and then we do heal. So, like, I would say that all the spontaneous remissions I've witnessed and that I've read about include emotional healing. Like, you can't cure cancer without also curing some emotional stuff. It just, they're paired. All right, but to feel like you can cure the cause by getting to the root of the emotional stuff, it might be true in one sense, just like getting the right nutrition might be true in another sense, but if you're going at it that way, you're sort of missing the whole picture. And yeah. And if you're on the other extreme of that the emotions don't work, well, then you're just not up on the latest research. I'm sorry. Emotions matter a lot. And finding peace with yourself and your ancestors and your parents and forgiving people is hugely beneficial for the immune system. And no matter what you're doing, no matter what protocol your doctors have you on, having some psychospiritual emotional work is going to assist it. Like, even the most conservative of oncologists, I think, would agree with that one. So please give yourself permission to do the emotional healing that you need, but don't put all your pigs in that or all your, what do you call, all your things in the basket, all your apples in that basket. Anyway, whatever that expression is, don't put it all in one place. Really do the work, do the emotional work, but there's a level of surrender and awareness. I think that healing, in my experience, having watched quite a few natural healing cures and quite a few people that just turn cancer from a death sentence into a chronic illness, where they're just alive a decade later from 4-stage cancer, like, just, not that that happens for everybody, but it's just like I see these people that live a lot longer, a lot. And it seems that the place they put their emotions is more appropriate than, oh, I've got to dig out all that stuff. There's a more sense of just being in the present, accepting the present moment, and That's where it happens. It happens in the present. So when the healing is what I'm talking about. When I work with patients, we often work with psychospiritual things because they come up. But the healing comes from the future, if it comes from anywhere, and it happens in the now. And I have ways of helping you get into the now and then how to pay attention so that you know if what you're doing in the now is actually doing something useful. And it doesn't have anything to do with believing in the cure or believing in me or even believing in you. We're just doing different things and watching the results in the now, right here, right now. And that's where the past is healed, that's where the future free self comes in. And anyway, it's a lot of fun, very creative, super creative. All right, I think that's enough. So if you have more questions, you can look down below. There's lots of resources down there of how I help people with cancer with energy medicine. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.